Today, residents of Southwest Florida are beginning to get a clearer picture of the destruction from Hurricane Milton. Today, crews are working to clear debris and open up more roads and bridges. These recovery efforts are complicated by the fact that cleanup had just started from Hurricane Helene, which hit the region just 2 weeks ago. Officials confirm 16 deaths related to this Category 3 storm and more than 2 million people still without power. A massive cleanup is underway on the east coast of the state as well after a deadly tornado outbreak tore through communities there. Today, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis announced temporary sheltering assistance, 60 days guaranteed stay at a hotel for people unable to return home. And joining me now from St. Petersburg, Florida is NBC News correspondent Marissa Parra. And from Port Orange, Florida is NBC News national climate reporter Cain. Thanks to both of you for joining me. Marissa, let me start with you. What's the very latest from St. Petersburg?
Hi, Kristen. I can tell you right now it has been an active scene today. And of course, Milton made landfall 2 days ago on Wednesday night. And we are still seeing water rescues, Kristen. Today, we know that rivers nearby were cresting. And this is once again another instance of people being caught off guard because they're not typically residents that are in those mandatory evacuation zones. Of course, we know my colleague Stephanie has been out there on streets that were not in mandatory evacuation zones. They do not see storm surge. And so there are people, countless others, we're talking about millions others across the state who still do not have power. So this is still a dire situation for so many, almost 2 days after landfall. And of course, as you can see behind me, there's still so much debris that still has to be cleaned up. There is still search and rescue efforts being done in places like those barrier islands on the Gulf Coast here. They still are doing structural assessments before they can let people go back to certain parts of those islands. A lot of questions on what happens next, but most importantly, Kristen, a lot of people just trying to figure out how they're going to make it till tomorrow without power, without running water and basic necessities here, Kristen.
Absolutely, and the devastation behind you is just unbelievable. Chase, let's go to you. You are in Port Orange. What's the very latest there?
The good news for people here in Volusia County is that the water has been steadily receding throughout the day. So that's giving folks a chance to get out and start cleaning up a little bit more. But as the water recedes, we see things like this, like a vehicle which, clearly was not parked like that. But Volusia County, even though we are on the opposite coast, we're on the Atlantic coast, this area got more than 15 inches of rain in some places. And you can see from this truck driving through that, a lot of neighborhoods are still like this, where there is more than a foot of water in the road, Kristen.
And of course, you've been talking to folks there, including about some of the challenges with insurance. What are they telling you?
Yeah, I mean, that's a big problem all across Florida and, for lots of states all across the country when they're faced with these repeated extreme weather events, often influenced by climate change. People are struggling to get insurance. And if they can get insurance, it's incredibly expensive. We talked to a lady a little earlier today who said that she's just kind of tired of dealing with this.
We cannot get homeowners insurance, although we have tried. We were denied by Citizens. We either need to drop the legal requirement for them and make them work for us, or our legislature needs to step in.
And I'll also say that I was a little surprised by the number of people that we've heard from today who said, we never dealt with flooding until 2 years ago with Ian, and now their homes are flooding again. And some people are saying, listen, I don't know if I want to go through this. Insurance or not, I may have to move somewhere else, Kristen.
You could hear the frustration in that woman's voice who you were able to interview there. Great interview, Chase. Marissa, let me go back to you. The National Weather Service not predicting rain in the near future, at least. What are officials there on the ground telling you about what that might mean for recovery efforts?
Well, I will say that no news about rain coming again on the way is good news for people here because they could certainly use a break with rivers that are cresting. Kristen, as we mentioned, active water rescues almost 2 days after Milton's landfall. They certainly could use a break, and I can tell you a lot of people still trying to dry out all of their things, not just their clothes, their basic necessities, but I think that if we have dry conditions, it's only going to help those conditions when it comes to recovery, when it comes to search, and of course, rebuilding here. Kristen?
All right, Marissa Parra, Cain, thank you both so much for your great reporting. We really appreciate it. Joining me now is Sandra Tapfumaneyi, Chief of the Sarasota County Emergency Management Team. Thank you so much for joining us. You, of course, joined us earlier this week, a day before Milton hit. How are you holding up? How is the community holding up? And what is the situation on the ground there?
Yeah, well, we appreciate you checking back in with us. So we're definitely still having some impacts from Milton that we are dealing with, but thankfully not the 15 feet of storm surge that we were talking about a few days ago. Definitely a very big wind event, though, still for us. And we did have some storm surge about 8 feet at the southern part of our county, so along the coastline. So it has been, a lot of the response now part is wrapping up, and we're really getting into recovery right now and assessing the needs of our residents.
Sandra, what are the biggest challenges for emergency and rescue workers?
Yeah, I mean, right now we have our county is very large. We have 400,000 people. So for us, it's getting through quickly to really see which areas are hardest impacted. We do have, with the high winds, a number of mobile and manufactured homes that were impacted by the winds. And we are, right now we have some points of distribution out, food and water. We have a lot of people that heeded the evacuation, which we are grateful for. And so as they start to come back into the county, we're going to be hearing from them about what exactly they need. But right now we have damage assessment teams out, so we'll get a good count of how many homes were impacted.
Just to follow up on that, I'm hearing you basically say the evacuations went fairly smoothly. For those who stayed, how are they doing? And people are able to start returning to their homes?
Yes, they are able to start returning to their homes. We have one bridge that's damaged, but we're able to still cross it with another bridge. We just did a contraflow to be able to get people across to Lido Key and to Longboat Key. And so, yeah, I mean, they're a bit weary. This is our third hurricane and since August. But as they're starting to come back, I think they're very grateful that the damage wasn't worse than they thought it was. And so that's really the general sentiment that we've been getting from our residents. They appreciate all of the information, both that the media, the county, and others have been sharing. And now, they're really going to focus on recovery, cleaning up, and trying to rebuild where we've had damage.
You talk about the fact that you have now dealt with 3 hurricanes. When you think about the fact that we are still in hurricane season and that Milton was intense by historic measures, do you feel as though Sarasota is equipped to deal with more severe weather events?
Yeah, that's a great question. I'd say that our staff here, we're doing a good job of assessing our county employees that have been impacted, as well as all the partners that are in this room behind me, from municipalities to our hospital system, school district. We have a lot of employees over all of these agencies. So what we've been doing is we've been calling in teams to help us. We have a team here right now from Colorado. The State Emergency Management Agency has sent teams like forestry in, and the State Guard and Florida National Guard to augment our staffing. So together, we're working together, but we're also being able to give people just a little bit of break here and there so that they can go home, check on their own homes, and take a nap, so that we can be ready. But we are prepared if we need to respond. We have a strong and resilient team here. And I'm confident that we'll be able to respond. I'm hoping that we don't need to, but we'll be ready if another storm comes our way.
I hope you don't either. One more quick question. Obviously, the debris was a big concern because there was still a lot of debris on the ground in the wake of Hurricane Helene. Was that manageable from the perspective of keeping people safe during the storm?
Yeah, we haven't heard a lot of major challenges with the debris. I know we were concerned about that as the storm was approaching. I think, we had the actual eye pass us, which helped and then the storm eroded on the back end. So that actually helped us in a sense. So Siesta Key, for example, it's right where the eye went over. So it was quite calm as it went over that area. So some of the areas weren't quite as bad. And then we have others like in the southern part of the county that did get the bulk of the winds and the storm surge. So, we're just, like I said, still evaluating, and I'm sure we'll hear some stories along the way. But we're going to do everything we can to get the county back up and running as quickly as possible.
Well, you all are in our thoughts as you work to do that. Sandra Tapfumaneyi, thank you so much, Chief of the Sarasota County Emergency Management Team. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Coming up, Israel launches yet another strike into Lebanon, this time into central Beirut, leaving several people dead. We'll have the very latest from Tel Aviv next. You're watching Meet the Press now.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app, or follow us on social media.